Hey everybody, welcome back to A Glittery Life. I have a glitter report for you. It's been ages. I've been slacking. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I have a glitter report for you, my weekly favorites, some things I have been like obsessing over, and I wanted to show you what they are really fast. First off, out of one of my Z palettes, a couple Nars blushes. Gosh, this Z palette is like so dirty. A couple Nars blushes that I've been obsessed with are this one right here, down here in the corner. I've depotted a couple of mine. This is Ducer, and it is like a really pretty, like kind of like taupey, like plum, deep plum, and I wear it with Sex Appeal, this peachy one, over the top of it, and it is a beautiful combination. If you can see those two, I'm swatching them and you can't see what they are, so swatching them is of little to no value to you. I'm so sorry, but they are really beautiful. I love them with my Inglot blushes, and if you haven't used these, go try them, go swatch them, pick them up. Nars blushes are amazing. I just made a huge mess of myself with that palette. You guys, how are you? I feel like I haven't really seen you guys much lately or like talked to you much lately, so I'm really sorry. I'm getting back on track here. Okay, two of my favorite foundations right now are the Cover FX CC Cream, and if you haven't seen the video that I just did with showing you a review and demo of the CC Cream and their primer, check that out because it's amazing what it looks like. I do half of my face, and you can see how red one side of my face is and how even and like flawless the other side of my face is. This is really a really awesome product. I use light medium, but don't forget to check that video out. And then my other like obsession right now, my foundation obsession, is the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. I'm like 3.5, and that's actually what I have on today, which I think is like so beautiful. It gives a really nice, like kind of flawless like skin, but also doesn't look like too heavy. It's not too much of a makeup face. And I set it with a powder so it stays really well, kind of stays all day, but I love Naked Skin. I forgot how much I loved this until actually this week I resurrected it, pulled it out of the archives because I was talking to Cassie about how I was like, I need a good foundation, and she was like, you have good ones, you just need to use them, basically. And she reminded me that I love this one. A couple brushes that I like seriously cannot live without right now are the MAC 150, I think. I don't know what this is. My numbers are all off of mine. But I'm using this with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder Dim Light, which is one of my favorites this week. I swear every time I use this it goes back into my favorites because I love it so much. So this is actually what I've been using as my setting powder this week, and it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So that's a favorite with this MAC brush. Two other eye brushes that I'm loving are, this is the MAC one that came with one of the holiday limited edition sets. I can't remember, but it's got like the really fine like edge, like great for gel liner or lip brush on one side, and then it has like the perfect, like, what is this, like the 230 or 217, I can't remember what this is, what number this one is, on the other end. And I love this. I've been using this a ton. I typically do not like double-ended brushes, but I like this one, and I actually kind of think I like it because it's black and white. And then the Chanel No. 5 like flat like shader brush, and I've been using that to do my cut crease with, and loving this with the Naked 3 palette, which is also in my favorites. Might be in my favorites every time I do one this year. I don't know, but obsessed with it. You can see like all those colors are getting some love, and watch for some more looks, more tutorials coming up. And if you want to see some more tutorials with this palette, let me know, especially if you want some everyday looks that would be practical for your life. Let me know in the comment section in the drop down below. And I love it. Somebody commented last time on the tutorial that I did with this palette that she had her palette out and was like doing it along, like doing her eyes along with me. And I loved that. That made me so happy because that's what I do. When I watch tutorials, that's exactly what I do, is I do it along with you, and I pause the video, and I love it. So I loved that somebody was doing that actually for me. It made me feel awesome, so thank you. A couple more favorites right now this month. I'm loving the Lavish Living like mineralized blush. I think this is so beautiful, and especially with those Nars blushes that I mentioned before, it's so beautiful because it's sort of that deeper plum, and so it goes with those two. It goes with Ducer, and it looks great with like Sex Appeal too. Sometimes I use Sex Appeal to tone this down a little bit. Their names, the Nars names, are so crazy. I don't even know. I can't even stand it. But anyway, love this blush. This is from one of the collections. I'm never good at remembering names of what collection this is from, so my apologies. And And then one of the things I'm really having a lot of fun with is Blonde Streak to the Pressed Pigment. Literally, I was a pressed pigment hater until Jessica from my MAC counter changed my mind. And I've been using this a lot with my Naked 3 palette. It's so beautiful to do a spotlight eye, so let me know if you want to see a look with that. And this is one of the Nars Eyes, Lips, Cheeks multiples in Antibes. Oh my gosh, it's so, so pretty. I love that. Look at that pretty like rosy pink. I've been using this a ton too. My friend Emily sent this to me and I am obsessed with it. Such a good Christmas present. Thanks, Emily. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And it just buffs. These 3-in-1 multiples like buff into your skin so flawlessly. This actually looks like, when I buff it into my cheekbone, it looks like one of the like MAC mineralized like highlighters. Mineral veil highlighters, whatever they're called, and I love it. I think it's so, so pretty. I don't usually use these on my lips, but I definitely use them on my eyes and my cheeks. And last but not least of my favorites this week is the Body Shop Vitamin C Energizing Face Spritz. It says this is an instant pick-me-up to refresh and smooth with vitamin C rich Amazonian camu and community trade aloe vera. It's perfect for dull skin. You all know I'm like half the time complaining about my skin is like really flawless. I'm really fortunate. I should never complain about my skin. My best friends get so mad at me when I do, but it does get really dull. It's really susceptible to the dry weather and like the windy climate and the sun and everything. And so I like have been using this like a champion. And the other thing too that's really funny is I spent so much time in the car over Christmas break. I drove home to Reading, then I drove with my family over to Carson City for my brother's graduation, and then on Christmas we drove out to Temecula. I literally was in the car for like 28 hours in the span of like a week, which is a lot. And when I was driving back to LA by myself, I was in the car and I happened to have this in my purse and I was just getting like so tired. And I don't drink coffee, I don't drink caffeine, I had already eaten too much sugar for the day, way too much sugar. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have my energizing face spritz. I wonder if it'll like be able to pick me up. So I would be driving and I was like, just like spraying myself. And oddly enough, it kind of worked. I probably had to spray myself a lot, but I liked it. It felt so good. And I felt like I was doing my skin some good too while I was in the car. So I know it's probably silly. It probably doesn't matter and it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, that's what I did. So those are my weekly favorites. That's my glitter report and I'm sticking to it. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section down below if you want to see some more everyday eye looks using the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. I would love to know if you want to see those and I'll do. And just because you're awesome, give this video a thumbs up. It makes me feel so good. So thank you so much for watching and I hope you have an awesome day.